Welcome back to Unhinged. We begin episode 6 with good old Eagle's Peak. And it's our biggest sponsor. We gotta keep up our end of the deal. It's a sponsor. It's more or less like they're more openly willing to host races without, costing much money. Since this place has a big attendance pretty often, ticket sales are, good. Like, the Challenge Series isn't really one to marginalize profits. This is a Clubman touring series. This isn't like a big deal like IMSA, WEC, Formula One type thing where we're just like, do it for the money. It's, at the same time, money makes the world go around. We cannot operate if we don't have money. Nitori usually manages most of the financing. Gina has some concept, but it's not that I don't know how to do it. I'm not as good at it as those two. At any rate, Eagle's Peak. You're driving Sayori's Killer Bee. The grid is random. And admittedly, I'm not really seeing all that much out of the ordinary except for a bunch of the off-road vehicles. Ah, that's out of the ordinary. It's just behind me. Okay, good. Then I won't have to worry about it as much if it's behind me. At least that's the theory. I'm concerned how this small thing will deal with bumps. Use up Riley a little bit there. And by bumps, I mean these big-ass jumps that I have to negotiate. There's a Super Venom leading from another Killer BS. Go figure. Past my doppelganger, and then past the no-name Big Boy Corvette. Now, of course, no name is relevant. The anonymous testing group that showed up at Motor City after our 4th episode reappeared at Boulder Bank Circuit after we had left at the end of episode 5. This time I was the only one of the main CS managers on hand. But Thomas O'Reilly and Riley Blanchard were still hanging around. They hadn't left yet. They were talking about, well, whatever. I wasn't exactly listening to their conversation, but we're just kind of standing there, hanging around, discussing whatever Challenge Series stuff was on the mind, and we start hearing engines again, and that same Bulldog, along with a couple of new faces, were running laps. One of them had a Super Venom. In-game terms, the first test was between that same Bulldog and then a Hot Shot and a Gremlin. Jump the Harvester! Hell yeah! This time it was that same Bulldog, also joined by a Little Thrasher and a Super Venom, and also a Dominator that actually had a pretty brutal crash during the test. I'll show the footage on screen after I land the jump. So yeah, that was an experience. One of those clips, the clip of the Little Thrasher, was literally taken from the perspective of myself having that conversation with Thomas. I think Riley was like off in the bathroom breaks. Port potties, I'm sure, around there are a far from pleasant experience, but when you gotta go, you gotta go, so. Yeah, that was interesting. And this time it was not the Bulldog that ran the course record, but it was instead that Super Venom that ran a minute 15 lap around there. The best the CS driver had managed there as of yet was a 16.8, and they ran a 15.9. Of course, Super Venom, inside and outside of the Challenge Series, is like the best car in the game, tied with the Raiden RS and the Hammerhead RS, which I don't have. That's a tournament thing. There's the Harvester again. Oh! Okay. I earned a crash out bonus on the Harvester because I got slammed into by a trophy runner. Go figure. Surprisingly, being sandwiched between an off-road pickup truck and a combine harvester only did 11 damage to this tiny Fiat 840. Not sure how, but I'm not going to question it. Jump! Oh, sweet baby Jesus on a bicycle. And, mostly we were questioning at this point, are they aligned with some other group? You know, are they testing for some other competitive, like, other rival derby series or something? And Thomas is like, I've never heard of anything else. Maybe they're trying to get in here. I don't know. Either way, Sayori wins the race here at Eagles Peak to open up the episode. The Super Venom, which this is not, as far as we can tell, cannot be the same person as, you know, as the one that was testing there. A Hunter Panther 3rd. That's like the Panther RS that Kogasa drives. Natsuki 4th. Barbara 5th. Sawako 6th. Damien Cortexa 7th. 8th for Thomas O'Reilly. 9th for James Stillwell. And a Firefly, of all things, rounds out the top 10. Ugh. Alright, for the second race, we arrive at Furwood Moto Center. Admittedly, we're this far into the segment, and I'm surprised it's taken us this long to show up here. Today will be Gina Torini's debut race in the Twisted Invitationals. You would think the person that started the challenge series would be a little more proactive. No, it's taken her a grand total of 30 episodes to make her appearance. That's like over 150 events, and she finally decides to show up. The grid is still set to random. Greatly coinciding with the very random nature of this car's existence in the game, being that it's from a completely different franchise. Okay, we've hit a roadblock. We are still hitting this roadblock. The roadblock is also known as a Dominator, and I have spun the Dominator. It's still in the way. My lord, that was a little bit difficult for no reason. There's a lawnmower that's absolutely hauling ass around Furwood here. He's keeping up with the station wagon. That's not a station wagon. That is Lewis Berkeley. I'm sorry? Just send it in on Colin. He'll probably love that. Chasing down what appears to be Sayori ahead as we've encountered the Doom Rig. There is the regular Big Rig, by the way. It just, for whatever reason, decides it never wants to show up. I have just pit maneuvered a Big Rig. Because that makes perfect sense. Sayori's losing her mind. The Killer Bee has got some grip, but once that grip limitation is exceeded, it is impossible to recover it. Asking how I know that. Yeah, I've just passed the halfway mark of this race. Now that we have some space, referring back to the random test drivers. Okay, I'm in the ditch, apparently. The two of us thought or the three of us, Riley was not always in the bathroom, thought to approach them and ask, is there any particular reason why you've been testing? And following the Twisted Invitational circus around? But we had other places to be. You've got some fucking nerve, Lawnmower. Let me tell you what. Oh, my lord. Alright, well, fuck that story, I guess. Now I have to actually drive well, because lap traffic, including a fucking lawnmower, is being a douche nozzle. Get out of here. Okay, thanks. Oh my god, it's a Mini. Of course it's a Mini. You ain't bailing out on me that easy, Taylor. No lap traffic in the universe is going to stop me. But we had places to be, so like we didn't exactly have the time to inquire, like, what are you doing? But Thomas's idea of maybe they're trying to join this still kind of exists in my head as, are we really getting that big now? That people are literally training to join the Twisted Invitationals? It's not even the big time series, it's not the regular challenge series, so... Despite lap traffic's best efforts, Gina will win her debut here at Furwood. Taylor second, Sayori third, Damien fourth, ahead of Natsuki. Colin sixth, seventh for a sweeper, another random, and then it is Suwako and Riley running out the top 10. That lawnmower, you get the DNF it deserved after that decision making? No, it didn't. No one DNF'd. Surprising.
The cramped one. All you motherfuckers go smash each other and then I'll pick up the pieces.
And Brosher, I'm sure you'll definitely enjoy the way that Sebastian Sham has decorated his hearse for this competition.
Fucking Shadow.
Yep.
That's probably what that was, yeah. Ah, you fucksticks. Who brings a goddamn MR2 to a fucking derby?
Same kind of person that thinks that comic books are meaningful
Literature.
reading. Except,
Well,
by
that's not
definition...
to say that they can't be. But, like...
As a Hero JoJo's fan, so I'm not exactly sure if you can dispute it in that regard. But also, like...
Okay,
literature
JoJo is not literally every manga.
Well, no, but, like, also Initial D.
Okay, just because we are familiar with somewhat lowbrow normie stuff doesn't mean that there isn't stuff out there that's actually kind of profound.
I say literature, I'm pretty sure is defined by, basically reading, like recreational
Literature is
reading.
reading, yeah.
I think particularly reading for recreation. If you're gonna read like an instruction manual, I don't think that's literature.
That is, well, okay, that is kind of literature. It's just not very entertaining literature.
Oh, God! Early Hunter just transitioned from Chevelle to Corvair real damn quick with that hit.
Ooh. Fucking... I am not a fan of this in the slightest.
Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Murder. Get that ass in reverse.
Get that ass in the air.
Now imagine Wreckfest if I actually had Shadow's acceleration. This goes from like 0 to like 90 miles an hour like immediately.
Imagine if we had Carmageddon cars here. Oh wait.
That's a surprise tool that can help us later.
Ah, you sack of fuck. Ah, you would have to piss and fucking slam me into the goddamn rando. Fuck you and the horse you came in on.
It'd be funnier if that was literally so you wrecked the Mustang. Excuse me, game? That hit on Natsuki didn't wreck her car. Drive an MR2 head on into a hearse, you'd think it'd do more than 1 damage. Ah! Die. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord again!
Yeah, keep smacking at me, dickhead.
Ah. Hi, Random. How are you? Oh, ow.
You're gonna pay for your insolence right now.
I probably wouldn't even gone after it if I knew that was the one you were chasing.
Well... doubt. Not gonna lie, doubt. Well, that one was mutually assured destruction anyhow, so...
I'm not dead. I've now been double teamed by station wagons, so at least the Random didn't get it.
Bitch and the MR2.
Okay, my defense on that one, I didn't even know she was there. I was reversing away from the wall.
I'm not faulting you. This is a game. This is a competition. You're supposed to get kills.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I had 2 wheels on the ground and 2 wheels on the wall. This presents a problem.
How the fuck? Okay, fine, cool.
Ow. Fuck.
Fuck you.
Oh, what the fuck? I just bounced off that car like it was just a bumper. Like, not a car bumper, but like a pinball bumper.
My muscles need to stop twitching.
I'm rolling again! Really good for driving a top-heavy ass fucking hearse.
You guys done?
I was aiming at the 240, so...
Yuck.
Welcome to Hell Ride. This will be a very interesting final filler race. Just heading off of the English is hard. The guest appearance, Derby. You're here with Bradley Hunter as he attempts to probably tackle his biggest challenge yet. He's won or gotten close to winning most other things he's partaken in the racing side of things. Now he's got to win a race against basically random chance. The grid is no longer random, but we do still have the van and the hearse in play, and getting hit by one of them, or the Grand Duke, probably even more so, or the wingman that I just saw Barbara in. Fun times, not. Like, at all fun times. Well, that was miserable failure. While those idiots decide to take jump, I will not do that. Turn left! Oh my god, this is... What the heck? That doesn't normally do that, by the way. It's like somebody cranked up the gravity on that road. Why are you this far back? Oh, because you're the person I've already run into. Why are you this far back? What the fuck? Don't let me lap people in a 3-lap race. Oh, there's a tumbling. Ah! Why were you over there exactly? Oh my god, Dimitri! Why? Okay, I guess I'm taking the jump. Oh my god, even when he's destroyed Dimitri, he continues to get in my way. This track will give you better jump scares than most horror games nowadays. Like that! Didn't even hit me and it still scared the shit out of me. Alright, apparently I'm going to have to adapt to the tactic of not getting up on the metal. Why are you in that lane? That's not your normal lane. No. I will win at Hellride. I almost said Rawhide. Why? Where did Rawhide come from? Hellride. Definitely hell, yes. In just 3 laps, we cut the field down to less than half. The ones that finished, I win. Bradley Hunter wins over my dad. I managed to keep his car under control, but also go fast. Kogasa, Shoji, Sebastian Sham with a top 5 in the hearse, a C-class hearse, no less. Samuel Jansen, Max Stanford, actually me, Nitori, and then Colin was the last vehicle that actually finished the race. And I think my AI just DNF'd in the background. No, he didn't. For the final race of the episode, we head to a new layout of Pine Hills Raceway, which I've driven on, but only in tournament mode when I was working towards unlocking the Rocket RX. The rally circuit has more or less completely changed the layout of the course, as you can see the layout there. We are driving Colin Morris's Boomer RS, aka Escort. And now we have the full A-class grid. And this means that the Derby is still after this. So it'll basically be a main event Derby instead of a main event race. This is just the main race. Not the main event race, there's a difference. Terminology is weird. This is also can be considered the long race, or the final race. Okay, that's one way to make the lead. Take the lead. Just slam your way through everyone. Certainly a very Colin thing to do, no less. Whoa. Bit of a flick shot there. Oh, there's a me behind me. Faker? I think you're the fake escort around here. Very weird left-hander there. This other escort's still there. Oh my lord, bump. I will wreck you. I will just not turn. There's one competent AI on this track. Everyone else, as I say that, I think I just heard him hit something. But even still, that AI is 4 or 5 seconds ahead of everyone else. And these are all A-class cars, by the way. It's not like his car is any better than the next, on paper. Could just easily be like Sayori or myself or Bradley, heaven knows, up here with me, but it is instead, of course, a clone. So it has no implications whatsoever, and I have totally missed another corner. Yeah, I drove it once, and it was a decently long while ago. For reference, it was during the winter time. Because this event had snow physics. As when, at one point earlier I mentioned Hammerhead RS came out. And it was like an autocross challenge. The main stipulation, meaning it's an autocross challenge, there's barrels on the track you must avoid. The hilarious part is they weren't just normal barrels, they were explosives. So Not only would you fail if you hit them, but you would also blow up. Because just failing wasn't enough, I guess. Already catching up to some lap traffic. It's Nitori. Clearly, doesn't look like your car is in A-class. Let's not miss this damn hairpin this time, Riker. Good enough. Gotta be mindful of AI sliding too far out wide there and just smacking you in the face. Happened to me once during the tournament. I think it was a Cardinal in the race, got pushed out wide by a Speedbird and slammed into me head on as I was coming the other way, like 20 seconds ahead of it. Yeah, it's quite interesting, as I think I actually ended up with a gold score on one of the snow tests. I don't really know how I did it, to be honest. It just kind of happened. But I liked the layout of the track. It was just that at first you couldn't access it outside of the tournament mode. They seem to have recently changed this. It, alongside the alt route of Sandstone Raceway and the free route of Northland, are in the same boat of being tournament tracks. There's also the rally route of the Furwood Motor Center. Yikes, Max. There's a rally route of Furwood Motor Center, which I raced exactly one time, and I was not a fan of it. Well, in this series, I also raced it I raced it before that in the tournament, and I was no more or less impressed by it, because I had to drive a flippin' Firefly, which is the worst car in the game, don't at me. It's front-wheel drive, and I already don't like front-wheel drive cars, as I've gone on record in saying. Even though I do have to drive a couple, because of the Nexus RX and the Speedy, for Shoji and Taylor, among a couple of other ones that are in the game, but I don't like them. They just wheel spin the whole time. It kind of feels like I'm not even in control of the car. That driver was hopelessly lost. It looked like that might have been a Speedbird or a Barber's Wingman. I'm not sure. Another lapped car who has put themselves well out of my way is Mark Kendall, who's found a concrete block. But yeah, I don't even own the Firefly, and I've effectively taken it off of the TI sign-up list, more or less, because I refuse to drive that thing. It is just painful. It does wheel spin in 5th gear at top speed if you're making even a slight input on the wheel. Next is my dad, possibly the last lapped car I will encounter during this race. That is why, because I always seem to get to them in the place where there's no room to go around. You! That's what I mean! The exact thing that I said to make sure didn't happen has just happened. And fuck, it wasn't even like I could go to the left and avoid him. He took up the whole lane and my own lane. He used basically 2 whole tracks and still couldn't make the damn corner. Thank you, Mark. Despite Mark's best efforts, Colin Morris will win the main race here at the new Pine Hills layout. And by quite a margin, even with his nonsense. 22 seconds over Natsuki. Then Bradley Hunter, naturally. The clone 4th, me 5th, Suwako 6th, another clone 7th, Sayori 8th, and then 2 randoms. With 3 killer bees, there are 3 boomers. This grid wasn't super... Didn't really have a ton of variety. You can see the fastest lap difference in this rate. AI? Okay. The fastest lap difference here was quite immense, as the fastest lap other than me was a 108.3 run by another boomer. I ran a 105, so the AI are not very good here. For today's final action, we have a 10-minute derby at the expanded arena at Big Valley Speedway. I feel like at this point we have an event at this location at least once every episode. We've probably never gotten more than 2 in a row without one in it. Same thing goes for Eagles Peak as of late. And that's more or less out of requirement than anything else. Anyway, we have a 10-minute demolition battle. And we're playing as Martin Alvarez, who's probably needs a change of pants after hearing that he gets to crash into things for 10 minutes. There's a lot of yellow. What the hell? There are like 7 yellow cars, technically 8, because this is like an off gold, which is, you know, form of yellow. It's the whack. Ooh, that's some big damage. Oh, hit myself, or hit a clone of me. Smoosh. This is really taking a minute to get any wrecks going. There we go. Destroy Madison. Oh my god. I'm gonna get the medical team on that one. Okay, thank you. Now get off of me, or don't. Okay, this is fine. Ow. Darn it. Invincibility frames have betrayed me. Smoosh! Oh my god. Please roll yourself to death. Thank you. Well, I'll be fucked. Die. Not a lot of good targets yet. Oh, okay. Physics. Just uppercutted that car. I think that was a gremlin. Oh, you are so dead. Die. Oh, I would have hit you if you still had your hood attached. Okay, well, I mean, I guess nobody else got the point. Since I ran into a destroyed vehicle. Can't score if you're dead, fun fact. Oh, thanks. I'm now stuck. Oh wow, I didn't expect you to suddenly slam on the brakes chasing your clone down. Oh, come on. Hit me into him. Or don't. Oh, I didn't escape that. Alright. What are the suspension settings on this? This thing is springy, like a Sonic spring. Roll. Roll. Or don't. Give. Bye, Jake. What on earth are you doing, Madison? There's like 3 road slayers I've just noticed, actually. 4. Once again, kind of hit that really awkward point where there are no vehicles on low health. There's no one to go after yet. Wreck the camo vehicle. I definitely saw you there. We're not accomplishing anything. Oh, you little cheeky ass. Dead. Anyway, motherfucker. Oh. Okay, happy birthday. Okay, that works for me just as much. Dead. What? You little cunt! Wow. Was all of that worth it, me? Great. This thing's easier to roll over than the van, I swear. Any Widowhead just tips this thing up on its side like Humpty motherfucking Numpty, and there we go. Like that. Lewis, please explain to me what your plan is by reversing into me until the end of time. Die. Okay. 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 Oh, okay, Riker. That was not my best choice. That vehicle had full health. You will. What are you doing? Dying. Dude, like, had a Windows error in his head as he tried to avoid me. Intercepted! Oof. Ow. Die. No, he had like 1 health. There we go. Problem solved. Two Road Slayers hitting me in like a freaking Galaga boss formation or something. Ow. Smacko. Ah! Another roll. Helped by Vert. Ah! Alright, now I'm going this way. Alright, now I'm going this way. Yeet. Rude. Make an immediate U-turn. Ow. I see that on my map. No. Yep. I'm just gonna let the clock run out. So 21 couldn't quite match the record. Spent too long being spun around like those little pieces on like connect the dots video game puzzles. You know the ones. You gotta like spin the thing around until it lines up with something. You'd find them in like Uncharted games and God of War games all the time. So apparently second honors go to myself and Lewis with 5 apiece. And ultimately I wish I could just spectate derbies. I'd be the first to admit. This game would be very different, or this series would be very different if I could just spectate. I'd probably still run races, because the rivalry system is revolving around me driving. But for derbies, I don't know. I just feel like if I'm enjoying myself, it's because I'm winning by like 15 wrecks. And if I'm not enjoying myself, or when I'm losing, is when I'm not enjoying myself because I'm not able to get any wrecks going or anything. And I'm just spending the whole game being tossed around like a tennis ball or volleyball or what name sports ball here. But yeah, winning by 16 wrecks doesn't make it a super competitive derby. But that's just because I have, I'm not programmed, I am a human, I can think about how I line myself up with people. Doesn't mean I'm any good at it all the time, but I'm more successful than the AI on average. Obviously, and that's why Martin Alvarez has just won the game.